Hi Virgo, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading from November 1st through the 15th. Thank you so much for joining me. I am the good, the bad, and the tarot. Happy Halloween, Virgo. Happy Samhain. We are going into, we are definitely going into Scorpio season. We're already fully in Scorpio season as far as I'm concerned. So, welcome to that experience. And for your reading today, I have selected 3 decks. I am going to be using the Thoth Tarot as my primary tarot deck. I will be clarifying cards with the Chicoli Tarot Mini. And then at the end of your reading, I'll be pulling a message from the Romance Angel. So if that sounds good, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. And this reading is for all Virgo suns, Virgo moons, Virgo risings, and Virgos on the cusp that may be watching. Spirit, what are the most important messages and energies concerning Virgos and their love lives from November 1st through the 15th, 2017? What does Virgo need to know regarding their love lives? Ooh, these cards need to be warmed up. What does Virgo need to know regarding their love lives from November 1st through the 15th, 2017? This is their bi-weekly love reading for all Virgo suns, moons, risings, and those on the cusp that may be watching. Just remembered I did not do the invocation. Sorry, I really need to do the invocation. Okay, just give me a moment here. I invoke the IO, that thou wilt send and show you, the great angel that is set over the operations of the secret wisdom, to lay his hand invisibly upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain true knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thine ineffable name. Amen. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies that you have for the sign of Virgo from November 1st through the 15th, 2017? This is their bi-weekly love reading. What do they need to know regarding their love lives? What are the most important messages and energies that you have for the sign of Virgo? Virgo's on the cusp. All my Virgo friends that may be watching, what are the most important messages and energies, Spirit? At the bottom of the deck, Virgo, I have the Magus, the Magician. So this is the underlying theme or challenge of your reading. And the words that I have to describe the Magician via the Golden Dawn, the Order Templi Ortis, is as above, so below. Man is a reflection of the divine. And you are a reflection of the divine, Virgo. You embody all the divine gifts that heaven and God and, everything above has bestowed. You are the firmament. You are the men. You are the women. You are doing the work. You have all the tools, the divine tools at your disposal. You have the cups, the wands, the swords, and the pentacles. Okay, right here. All of these gifts are yours to do with them what you will. Do thou what thou willst, right? Now, you've been given all this power to do the most with what you have when you can. And that comes with a great responsibility. perhaps, whatever your morals are, but for me personally, it's do everything outside of the bounds of anything that will hurt you and another person. It's like the golden rule, right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So with this great power comes great responsibility to do thou what thou will. If that makes sense. Prince of Swords underneath that, air sign energy. Yes, communication. Also the ruler of Mercury, the planet of communication, Virgo, and powerful card for a manifestation. You are going to be manifesting a lot, okay? You have quite a lot of power. And remember that your words contain power as well. You remember the saying that the pen is mightier than the sword. So, yes, your words have a lot of power. So when you speak them, remember that the power that comes from those words has the ability to manifest what it is that you say, what it is that you believe. Think it and it shall be so. Write it and it shall be so. So be careful with that power. Okay, that being said, let's take a look at your cards. Interference, Eight of Swords, crossed by the Four of Discs. Power. What comes below you? We have the Princess of Cups. What comes above you? We have Lust. So you're dealing with a water sign. Recent past, we have the Four of Cups, luxury. And in your future, you have the Six of Discs, success. Okay, very nice. So, let's begin. You have the Eight of Swords walking into November. Interference. Yes. Feels like things getting in your way. There's something that you would like to do. There's something you would like to perhaps say, but you're feeling trapped, constricted. There's definitely a lot of things that are preventing you from doing something that you would like to do, but mainly it's a mental construct. Swords have to do with the mind. So you perceive yourself to be in a place where there is a lot of interference, and perhaps that, that really is the case. There could be a lot of things distracting you. There could be problems coming up. There's definitely this fracturing of your mental construct happening, and perhaps it is causing a bit of a breakdown. It's causing interference. Think of it as static. There's a lot of static in the air, and it's kind of like it's restructuring your thoughts. It's making you think about things differently, but at the same time, it's limiting maybe your potential in a way. Remember, this is minor arcana, so this is not out of your control. Nor do I think this influence is going to last very long. It will not last the whole month. We're only talking about November 1st or the 15th. It just says that right now you're experiencing a lot of interference, perhaps in your romantic life, that is keeping you, that's holding you hostage in a way. You feel like you're being held hostage by your own, a prisoner of your own mind, right? You bring that jail cell with you. Okay, you've created the construct, so you're inside it. Now can you think your way out of this construct? Because you've thought your way into it, can you think your way out of it, kind of thing. Your challenge is the Four of Discs, power. Okay, so this is about building up your power base. This is about maintaining the status quo. Look at this fortress. Okay, this is great stability here. But it's coming up in the challenge position, right? So we would read this in the reverse. I don't read reversals with this deck, but coming up in the challenge position is what's helping or hindering you. Because we have here a very firm placement in the earth. Firmly grounded in the earth. So grounded. So stable. Unbreakable, right? Who can get into this fortress? You know, perhaps you are in this fortress, you built this fortress around yourself. It gives you the stability that you require, right? But the only way in is through this gate here, and I have a feeling that you don't let many people in. Okay, especially with this interference going on. This is like a battle going on in your head. So, with all this stability and all this power comes great responsibility. Now let's see what is going on in the foundation. You have this water sign energy here, Princess of Cups. She's quite lovely. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let me see, I'm getting Pisces. Someone very sweet, very loving. The sweetness is fairly oozing out of her. So she's, I'm seeing someone younger here, maybe in their 20s, not much older. I'm seeing an offer of love here, love messages, sweetness, very romantic, very gentle person. And yes, she's offering you, what is this, a shell with a tortoise. She's offering you something very innocent, very gentle, very loving. And something is getting in the way of you to experience that. Could be your stability, could be the position and the walls that you put up around yourself. You are being challenged to go beyond those walls, right? What is life outside? What is life like outside of these four walls for you, Virgo? What is beyond the horizon? What's out there in civilization? Because you've certainly spent quite a lot of time building up this Four of Pentacles, right? You're like, I'm going to be here for a while. I might as well make these walls strong. But now you find that it's not just the material things in your life that keep you where you are. It's also the mental structures in your life that keep you where you are. And, you know, this type of person, this Princess of Cups, she's very soft and gentle, but she's no match for your walls. She's no match for your walls. She would, she almost just exists in your mind to a certain degree. And that's unfortunate. But let's see what's going on in your past. Luxury, Four of Cups. Yes, in this deck it is called Luxury. Here we have the cups like just overflowing, right? Cups, emotions. It's almost too much. But in this situation, in your past, it's just telling me that you had an abundance, you had more than enough. More than enough. And it could have made you complacent to a certain degree. Like, for example, if you have all these cups full all the time, you never would have been without emotion, without love. There's always more than enough to go around. So you might have taken some of these things for granted. It might have made you complacent. It was like too much water, oversaturation of water in your life. And I kind of feel like you're fighting that. Because there is no water in this inner cross. There is no emotion here. This is all stuck in your head, and it's very dry. It's very dry here. It's very, it's like desert-like. You know, it's like the pyramids of Giza where you are. And I kind of feel like it's like, do I retreat back to my fortress, or do I decide to come out of my head and accept this love once more, this sweetness that nourishes the earth, that keeps the earth fertile. In your thoughts and feelings, you have lust. Need I say more? We have a naked woman riding a lion. We also have the sign of Leo here. And this is telling me, Virgo, that you are wanting someone very badly, but you can't have them for some reason. But it's basically that you are keeping yourself, you're your own worst enemy. In fact, if I were naming these videos, I would just name this video you're your own worst enemy. Kind of reminds me of one of my favorite songs by Lit. That is My Own Worst Enemy. I don't know if you guys are fans of the 90s alt pop music, but My Own Worst Enemy, that's one of my favorite songs. But anyway, this is you. You're your own worst enemy. And I feel like, yeah, you're definitely lusting after someone. You want someone very badly, but you can't have them, but it's all in your head. You've kind of put yourself in this place where you're untouchable. You perceive yourself to be in this place, and it is both a real and a mental construct that you've created. You may be also involved with a Leo, or you may be a Virgo with a Leo in your chart. So, once again, I don't feel the need to clarify cards with the Thoth Tarot, and that may be my greatest downfall, because this reading is going to be very long, but that's okay. You live and you learn. In the near future, this will be closer to the middle of November, you have the Six of Discs. Gorgeous. Success. So you're in your earth element. It tells me that you're able to overcome this challenge here, and that actually how you do that is by sharing of yourself, by sharing your it's like to be and to have. So the things that you have, you're willing to give to others. There is reciprocity and balance here. And 6 is a very harmonious number. Look at all the symmetry involved. So it is telling me that there is some kind of giving and receiving going on here, and it's very equal, it's very balanced. The other person has what you need, you have what the other person needs, and you're willing to exchange. There's exchanges going on here. Now, this could also involve some kind of a payout, but I feel like whatever you give, you're going to get back. All right, there's a return on that investment. So it's good. In my opinion, it's good. And like I said, I don't feel like this interference is going to last very long. It's simply kind of like maybe a little bit of analysis paralysis going on. That's what I'm feeling. Because, like I said, I think you're able to communicate. You have this gift of the Magus here. You have the Magician working in your favor, and the Magician is a blessing always. So it's a big yes. Yes, this can happen. If you're afraid that this can happen, demolish those fears. Yes, it's you have all the tools that you need to create that which you are wanting to manifest. So, Virgo, not a bad reading at all, and we're not done yet because we're going to clarify some of these cards. So stick around for that. Let us clarify this Princess of Cups. I want to clarify interference, Princess of Cups, lust and success. Why is this interference here in Virgo's reading? Spirit, why is this interference here in Virgo's reading? Nine of Pentacles. This is someone who, very independent person, enjoying the fruits of their labor. But again, it's in this deck, similar to luxury, because it's like the most material security, the most stable amount of material security. So you are in a very stable position in terms of your material security, in terms of your physical security, which is positive, but it can sometimes indicate a lack of emotion, or just surrounding yourself with things and being kind of like lonely in that place. I saw a card there, I think it was the Empress, but it didn't fully come out. So yeah, you have the Seven of Wands in your current situation. So this is about, in this deck there's a little girl who's getting a spanking from a monster. And so what can we say from this is you're getting your butt kicked. And there's some disciplinary action going on. Of course, wands have to do with fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It just says that you have a lot of adversity, a lot of challenges, but you are, willing to stand up and fight for your beliefs. There may be some defensiveness here, and that may come back to bite you, because the things that you are defending are also possibly keeping you stuck. Three of Pentacles, it says that you're going to be able to work things out. I also see, this is definitely a relationship here. It's also in your element. So I feel like whatever is holding you back right now, you're going to push through it. Okay, it's just mental energy that you're dealing with. And with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you are going to be able to work out whatever this is. Now, this could be a third-party situation. I do read the Three of Pentacles as a love triangle sometimes, so it just depends on your situation. But it's actually positive because it says that you're going to be getting the support that you need. If you feel like you're not supported right now, you're going to be getting that support coming in the future. And at the root of the situation, we have the Princess of Cups. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm not going to clarify lost because I feel, well, maybe I will. Why is the Princess of Cups here in the root position? Why is the Princess of Cups here? Ten of Pentacles in the past. I'll talk about that in a minute. Why is the Princess of Cups here? Six of Wands. Why is the Princess... Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Okay. So the Princess of Cups, clarifying this Princess of Cups. Let me just stop the video here real quick. Okay. So clarifying the Princess of Cups. We have the, the Ten of Pentacles. So this is someone who very financially stable. I mean, I'm seeing family and tradition. Someone who enjoys tradition. Someone who enjoys family. They might have been in a conventional relationship in their past, but I am seeing also a feeling of this is someone that enjoys their family very much. And also, there is a great amount of security in their past financially. So they could be wealthy. It's possible. Also, we have the Six of Wands here, which says that this person feels that they're getting recognized or that they've been victorious. They got the attention that they wanted from you, or they feel very good, like they like the way that they are with you. Obviously, we have a little girl riding a mosquito. So, as we know, mosquitoes are little blood suckers, right? Little leeches, they will suck you dry. They'll bite you. So I feel like you know, this person has gotten a taste of you and it made them feel really good. That's how I'm gonna, I don't know, the words are coming out of my mouth today. Who knows what I'm really saying and why I'm saying it, but that's how I feel when I see this card. And then we have the Knight of Swords going into the future. So this person, this Princess of Cups, might also have air sign in their chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, as well as some important placements in water sign energy. But this person is going after what they want. They're being very direct. They are going full steam ahead, basically. So there's nothing holding them back. Yeah, this person is going to take action. Okay. So, it's a dispassionate energy as well. So they don't, they aren't all in their emotions all the time. They can kind of just put forth, they don't really think too much when they speak. They kind of just, it just goes. Kind of an effortless energy. But also knights are events and they can bring news. So I definitely feel like this person is going to be like exchanging something with you, bringing you news. But it's going to be very fast paced, whatever this is. All right. So why is lust here? Why is lust? Oops, something. It's a bunch of things are trying to flip over, but nothing is flipped over yet. Okay. Why is lust here? We have number 13, death in the past. There was a change or an ending. We have a Ten of Cups in the present. And we have judgment in the future. So obviously, what you're thinking and feeling in your past was there was an ending, a transformation, sign of Scorpio, and we also have something been laid to rest here in your past. You're feeling something is over in your past. We have a lot of tens, obviously, because we have the Ten of Pentacles with death in your past. So it's telling me it could be a long-term relationship is ended, or just a phase in a relationship was over in terms of a long-term relationship in your past. Sorry. And then in your present situation, you have the Ten of Cups. So you're feeling the most happiness. You're feeling really good. The most happiness. And then you have judgment. This is a decision coming up that you're going to be making. And it's interesting because this judgment card, I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of this Four of Discs a little bit. It just makes me feel like someone has the key to your heart, Virgo. And there's a little bit of a maze in order, you kind of have to go through a little bit of a maze in order to, or they have to go through this maze in order to kind of unlock you from it. But there's only like one key and there's only one entrance. And, you know, I feel like this person can figure out how to get in to you, even though there's all this interference. They have the key to your heart. And so you're able to, judgment is about reviewing your past, honestly accepting everything that has come before you, accepting responsibility for the role that you have played and all the events that have transpired in your life up until the present. So it tells me in the future that you'll be doing that and you'll be making a final decision. So let's see what the final decision is. Or you're thinking about making a judgment call. You're going to be making a judgment call in your future. And we have the Six of Discs on the Six of Discs. We've got, Jeez. We have lust again. We have strength again. And then in the present, future. And then what is coming up in the future. Well, there's another card that's flipped over here. The Tower. So Virgo, in your future, you have the Six of Discs with the Six of Discs. This talks about reciprocity, generosity, giving of yourself. Obviously, you've reached a point of equilibrium here. Strength is telling me that you are taming the beast. You're able to bring your powerful feelings under control. Lust, controlled passion, strong feelings, strong bond. I also see a commitment here, conforming to something. So, but with the Tower, this is telling me that there's going to be some major changes going on in a conventional relationship, and a complete obliteration of maybe everything that you thought, a dismantling. It's just because, look at this, it's just how many blocks can you build? It's kind of like a Jenga tower. It's like eventually one of these pieces is going to become unstable and the whole thing is going to topple down. Oh great, there's the garbage man coming. So now there's going to be the sound of the garbage truck. Someone's coming to take out the trash. So let me incorporate this into the reading. I feel like if we were to remove something from this very stable situation, we would have a tower moment. So suddenly your stability is being called into question. And it has to do with the way that you are giving and receiving of yourself. It has to do with your material security and a relationship that you're in. So, sorry about that. I guess the record button wasn't on, but I did draw a message from the Romance Angels for you. And I was saying, well, I thought I was recording that I would go in and clarify the Tower, but this is already coming up in your distant future, so it will be closer towards the mid-month. So I feel that we can pick up at the mid-month, and I was also saying that if you want to get a full month forecast and you don't want to wait till then, there's lots of readers out there that are doing monthlies, so I'm just doing a bi-weekly. So I don't want to go too far ahead of what I'm seeing here because the Tower is coming up in your distant future. So we might get to that at the end of this reading, but we also need to kind of not get ahead of ourselves. So you have the card here, keep an open mind. Okay, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so we have a man here who is talking to a few women. And being that this is a guidance message, they want you to, in your love life, to keep an open mind, not that everything is set in stone. We all have multiple soulmates. I always say soulmates are divine teachers. In fact, those words are so powerful. If you just think about it, soulmate is a divine teacher. I know that there's some cipher with those words, that those words mean more than what I'm saying, but your soulmate, the person that you are in love with, the person that you're thinking about, the person that you're meant to be with, your soulmate, may differ from your usual type and expectations. So if what is your usual type? Your usual type is the things that you are conforming to, the things that you feel the society tells you that you need to be. It's that little voice in your head that's saying, oh, well, you can't be with that person because they don't dress this way, or they're not from your same religion, or they don't, they're not someone that's in my normal group of friends, or they're not someone that I would typically associate myself with. So they're saying that it's important for you at this stage in your love life to keep an open mind about your soulmate, okay? Because they could be coming from a different religion, a different place in the world, they may look and feel different than anything that you might have known or that you would expect them to look like. So it's really asking you to shed all of your preconceptions, all of the things that you think, and stop forecasting that, stop projecting that onto people, right? So, Virgo, this is your reading, and quite an interesting reading it was. I hope this has been of some help to you as you move through the next 2 weeks. Remember, this is just a bi-weekly reading, so when I saw the Tower come up in your future, I don't feel like that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. I feel like that will happen closer towards the end of the month for you, if not in the 4th week of the month, 3rd, 4th week, something like that. So it all looks really good, it looks really positive. But again, remember, guidance messages are here so that we can follow our highest spiritual path. If you keep an open mind about your soulmate, I feel like you're going to be even more successful, and you will challenge yourself in that way. Challenge yourself. Okay? Many blessings to you. I will speak to you soon. Have a wonderful November. Take care.